Good morning, students, and a very warm welcome to all of you in this e-learning program that is organized by Shri Kyan Mishra Vidyapit. Welcome to Science Program. Now, the lesson that we are doing, reaching the age of adolescence. A quick look at all the enzymes and the part that we did in our last lecture. We discussed this particular table, if you remember, and try to recall which trick was used to explain you the same thing. The trick used was this pat and pot. P for pancreas, adrenal, thyroid, pituitary, ovaries and testes. Coming to the name of the hormone that is getting secreted from this particular glands, these are name of the glands, then name of hormone, and after that we are having their function. Coming to the very first part, pancreas, which hormone is secreted by it? Insulin. What will it do? Maintain sugar level. This too you should remember only. Adrenal will secrete the hormone which is adrenaline. What is the function of adrenaline? It will help in fight and flight. That means it will increase the flow of blood in the stream. Then comes thyroid. Thyroid is secreting thyroxine. What it will do? It will control the metabolic rate. Pituitary gland, very important, and the master gland. Try to recall. Pituitary gland, this one. This three we remembered like this, PAT. What it will do? Insulin will regulate the sugar metabolism, will help the body during fight and flight, while coming to thyroxine, it will regulate the metabolic rate. Now coming to the next particular part, that is pituitary. It will secrete which hormone? Thyrotropic hormone, TTH, or also called as growth hormone. What it is called as? It is called as master gland. Why? Because it governs function of all other glands. Then next was ovaries, that is estrogen, and testis, testosterone. These are responsible for all the secondary sexual characteristics and formation of gametes, individual gametes. Okay, so first a quick review on whatever part we did. Come on, note it down, then we'll move further. Be quick in noting. It's a quick recap of the lesson. First, quickly note it down, then we'll move further. Be quick in noting. We have to revise because there are 6 particular glands and the corresponding hormones and their functions. Now, let's move further. This we had discussed. A quick recap to last lecture because last lecture was very important one. Pituitary gland, where it is located at the base of the brain below hypothalamus. Okay, and it is the master gland because it functions or governs the work of all the other glands. This is its location. Its location is at hypothalamus. What it is called as master gland, and what it is secreting thyrotrophic hormone TTH. Okay, and what it is commonly called as growth hormone. Read it once again, quick. Then next is this. One example on how is pituitary gland managing everything. Okay, so on that we are having one small example. Suppose thyroid is secreting thyroxine. If more amount of thyroxine is secreted, then ultimately the signal will go to the hypothalamus and from there to pituitary gland, that more amount of thyroxine is secreted. So pituitary gland will do the changes, that means it will stimulate or it will decrease the secretion of thyroxine. So it will give that orders that now decrease the production of thyroxine, the secretion of thyroxine. Next, if less amount of thyroxine is secreted, then again the message will reach to whom? Pituitary gland. What will pituitary gland say? Now increase the flow of thyroxine. So this is how it goes on. This is pituitary gland's content. Read it fast. Then we'll move further. Next is thyroid. You can see its location. Thyroid gland, it is located near the throat region over here. And over here you are having about the thyroid and parathyroid gland. Where is thyroid gland located? It is located in the throat region. Which hormone it is producing? You already know it is producing thyroxine. What will thyroxine do? It will regulate the metabolic rate and growth, and it will stimulate respiration. This is about its work. Less amount of thyroxine, person will feel sleepy and the body weight will increase. More amount of thyroxine, the rate of respiration will increase and the person will lose weight. So these are important parameters regarding the thyroid. Okay, remember, more amount of thyroxine, person will sleep, less amount of thyroxine, the respiration will increase and the person will lose weight. And when there is little amount of thyroxine, the person may gain weight. Read this part. The next one is parathyroid hormone. You can see there are 4 over here parathyroid glands which are just behind the thyroid gland, and its main function is to regulate the proportion of calcium and phosphorus. So just by looking at this particular picture, everything will remain in your brain. And these are the important 2 points regarding the parathyroid gland which is given in your book. Again here, the calcium and phosphorus metabolism, what will happen if at all there is increase in the calcium ions, then ultimately the message will be sent and ultimately what will happen, they will decrease in its production. Again over here, if at all there is decrease in the production, then it will get the message to increase the secretion of the calcium or phosphorus ions, and this is how it is also governed by the pituitary gland. So note down this quickly or read this, then we'll move further on adrenaline. Next one, adrenal. Over here it is. Adrenal located at the top of kidneys. And what it will do, it will help to regulate the stress and it will increase the flow of blood in the brain. So these are three important parameters regarding the adrenaline. Just look at it, then we'll move further. आराम से सिर्फ देख लो. Just have a look at it. Then that was adrenaline. Now comes pancreas. Pancreas is endocrine as well as exocrine gland. As an exocrine gland, it will secrete pancreatic juice, which is responsible for the digestion of food, and as an endocrine gland, it will secrete insulin, which will regulate the amount of blood sugar. And this is how it looks. If we look at its location, then just beside the stomach, its hole, it is there. Okay, here you can see over here. Okay, so at the back it is there. Then comes insulin. What it will do, it will control the amount of sugar. When pancreas are not able to produce sufficient insulin, then the glucose level in the body will rise, and in order to maintain it, the insulin is provided, and if at all it is this condition when the glucose level is high, there is a problem that is called as diabetes mellitus. Then you are having about the pancreas. Read this part. Quickly read it. Then ovaries and testes. If we talk about ovary, then a part of female reproductive system, that will produce ova or egg. Coming to the testis, it will produce, it is responsible for the formation of the sperm. Okay, and the hormone is estrogen over here, while here we are having testosterone. So that is about all the part that we did in our last lecture. It was very important part, so we had to discuss it. Now coming to the next part, what is health? Health means what? Health doesn't mean only disease free. Health means that person is, like you can say, fit physically, mentally, emotionally, by all the means. Okay, it is not only that कि काही problem to body मा तोचते, there is a person, you can say that the person is not healthy. Person who is mentally retarded, they can also be called as non-healthy person. Because health word doesn't only need this particular two words, that is disease free. There is a difference between these two words, disease free and the healthy person. So that you need to keep in your brain. Health is what? It is a general state where a person's physical, mental and social well-being is concerned. Socially also, you might feel sometimes like many times when the people are such that some are thinking that we don't have this particular thing, like any material or non-materialistic thing. So socially also the person should never feel, and if they are feeling then they are ill. Okay. So next is, person is said to have good health if they are free from disease, anxiety, social and physiological tensions. So this is what is the definition of health. If at all the definition of health is asked, you cannot write that a disease free person is called as a healthy person. In order to explain what is the meaning of the healthy person, you have to explain that mentally, socially as well as physically the person is fit and fine. So note down these definitions, then we'll move further. Note it down. Next, reproductive health. That we know that we need to remain healthy, and in order to remain healthy, the three categories, the three criteria need to be followed. First of all, there should be a particular balanced diet. Then the person's personal hygiene should be maintained, and next is the physical exercise should be done properly. Now, what is the balanced diet? It is the diet which contains all the nutrients in appropriate amount. If we talk about particular Indian food traditional meal, MRB, especially the Gujarati meal, dal bhat shak rotli. If you eat that, then that is more than enough. Okay, at intervals you eat pizzas and pastas and everything, it's fine, Maggies, but not regularly. Regularly the balanced diet is this, dal bhat shak rotli, the best ever food. So, a diet which contains all the particular nutrients in particular amount, in fixed amount, and what is the amount that we are going to see in the next particular slide, then that is called as the balanced diet. It includes all the cereals, vegetables, fruits, pulses, milk, nuts, meat, eggs, sugar, jaggery, etc. These are the various food items. No need to understand that, learn that. Only important thing is the definition, the very first thing. Here is you can see the fruits and vegetables are very much rich in vitamins and minerals. Then meat, fish, they are the food that are containing more proportion of protein. This you need to keep in your brain. Here you get vitamins and minerals. Here more proportion of protein. Milk, and they have more proportion of calcium, fat content. Okay, remember, and bread and cereals, they generally contain all the other carbohydrates and things like that, fats. Okay, so this is how they are bifurcated. You don't need to memorize this, but થોડુંક તમને ખ્યાલ હોવું જોઈએ કે what it is. Okay, so this is all the nutrients which are in proper amount. Note it down, then we'll move further. Then next is the nutritional needs of an adolescent. That is given over here. An adolescent needs proper amount of percentage of everything, and here is the list of what they need. They need more amount of carbohydrates because carbohydrates are the things that are giving energy. And the adolescent, they are more involved in all the physical activities like running, swimming, then cycling, especially in this age, dancing. More proportion of the physical work is being done by them. Because when they are they are more interested in playing games. I'm not talking about the PUBG or the Free Fire. I'm talking about the other particular activities, the other particular games that are outdoor games. So all these need energy, and where does the energy come from? It actually comes from carbohydrates, so they need to be more in proportion. Fats by about 15%, proteins 25%, and some proportion of minerals, vitamins, roughage, and sufficient water. So just learn it. Right now only carbohydrates 16%. 60%, fats 15%, proteins 25%, then appropriate amount of minerals, vitamins, roughage, and sufficient water. Water is advised to drink more and more because ultimately water is very much beneficial to the health. Once again, what does the balanced diet include? A balanced diet includes this, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins, roughage, and sufficient water. What does the balanced diet include? It includes these things: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins, roughage, and sufficient water. What does the balanced diet include? It includes these things: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins, roughage, and sufficient water. So this is what you have to keep in your brain. Right now only note down these things, then we'll move further. Quick. Last little bit of part is left out, only something. Then we'll move further. Next is personal hygiene. There are few points given over here. There are more number of points in your textbook, but these are the things that you already are knowing and somehow you don't follow also. These days you might have heard a lot, especially during the COVID was going on at that time, means right now also it's going on, but in the beginning during the lockdown and everything, you might be knowing that more proportion of importance was given to maintain the personal hygiene. They used to say that rub your hands and wash your hands for minimum 20 seconds with any of the soap. Then they are asking us to use the sanitizer. So ultimately personal hygiene is very important. It is very important for us to bath daily. What happens if you don't bath? Many of the times you skip, especially during the winters. I know many of you do it. So in general, when we talk at the time, maximum people just confess, yes, we do the same thing. So during winters also, okay, everyone should have the bath at least कम से कम एक बार तो दिन में होना ही चाहिए. If not, then cases of the bacterial infection. Many times आप खेल कूद के आ जाते हो घर पे ऐसे ही and then you start doing your own work. No, you need to take the bath. Why? Because the sweat glands, whatever they are producing, they are containing some amounts of salt that can also be responsible for any kind of fungal infection that is that may get created in your body at some of the. So brush your teeth. If the cleanliness of the body is not done, then ultimately bacterial infection and everything like that can ultimately harass you. Wear the proper dressing. Ultimately the dress, if very tight dresses are worn, then they may reduce the blood circulation. So that is again a very essential point. Then these are some of the things that you already know. So regarding personal hygiene, some of the topics that are given in your book go a little bit with that also. And next is physical exercise. Walking, playing outdoor games and exercise will keep the body very much healthy. So this is about all about personal hygiene and physical exercise. From your textbook right now, read these 2 points and from here note it down. Quick. Complete it. Write down this and note it. Also read from your text. Next one is say no to drugs. During the adolescence period, mostly the adolescents, they come in stress, and in order to reduce the stress and pressure, the youth generally starts taking drugs. Drug taking and drinking alcohol can affect the nervous system and have the adverse effect on vision, aankhon pe, because there is methanol, if at all it is taken, that is one form of alcohol. If methanol is taken, then the person may have the problem of the eye. That means they may become blind. So that is the adverse effect. Then you are knowing only cardiovascular system, especially the heart system, gets affected. They ruin the health and happiness ultimately because the person loses the control over themselves. So always say no to drugs. That is the topic which is given in your book. Note down these important parameters about it, then we'll move further. The next part is this, that is AIDS. AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. This is the topic which is given at the last part of the chapter. AIDS is caused by HIV virus, that is human immunodeficiency virus. What will this particular virus do? Ultimately, it will decrease the immune, it will try to decrease the work of the immune system. So if the person will have little bit fever, then that will lead to pneumonia and the person may die. You can see the white blood cells production is almost declined in this particular content. How can the AIDS spread? AIDS gets spread from a healthy person to the infectious person through this means: by the sexual contact, then by sharing the syringes used for injecting drugs. If the same syringe is used by HIV patient and the person who is a healthy person, then in that case, the disease can be spread. It is also transferred from the mother to the child through her milk. That is during the breastfeeding. When the child is getting the nutrition from the mother, from that also the AIDS can be spread. So these are the very important parameters which are given about this disease. Once again, I'll note down the particular full form over here only. It's this acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. And HIV stands for human immunodeficiency virus. So these are the ways, note it down quickly. I hope you have noted it down. The next part, this one. Thank you so much, my dear students, for listening to me. I hope you have understood all the content. Do your homework regularly. That is the only message that I want to give you. Here, one syllabus gets completed. That is all the 10 chapters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are over. Okay, so I hope your term 1 is clear. The revision will be done as and how as per the needs. So that's all for the content of the day. Thank you so much for listening to me and have a very good day. Bye bye.